27, Malcolm Harris. And starting it forward, number 88, Mike De Silva. Defender, number 89, Brad Kerstetter. And the head coach of the visiting Harrisburg Heat, Pat Healy. Sila. Defender, number 4, Chad Porch. Forward, number 6, Nico Williams. Starting in midfield this afternoon, number 8, Jesus Pacheco. Starting it forward this afternoon, number 9, Ricardo Dieguez. Forward, number 17, Jamie Thomas. Midfielder, number 18, Ava Charo Ospina. Forward, number 19, Jairo Guevara. Defender, number 20, Mike Towson. Starting it forward this afternoon, number 22, Juan Herrera. Midfielder, number 23, Jonatas Mello. Goalkeeper, number 24, Mark Seerhofer. 25, Bruno Enrique. Starting in goal this afternoon for the Blast, number 28, Julian Rodriguez. Forward, number 77, Willie Ramos. Starting on defense, number 88, Patrick Towson. Forward, number 29, Kelvin Mbappe. Now your Blast coaches, goalkeeper coach Phil Saunders. The assistant coaches are Sergio Mata and Adato Neto. And the head coach of your Baltimore Blast, David Basco. There they are, Blast fans, your MedStar 2024-2025 Baltimore Blast. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you're able, please rise. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Members of the military and veterans salute. And everyone else, place your right hand over your heart.
Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV. Today, it's the Baltimore Blast hosting the Harrisburg Heat. Paul Mittermeier and Brad Crosley with the call for you here this afternoon. And Brad, it seems like it's been forever since the Blast have been back in Baltimore. A long road trip. The Blast left Baltimore at 9-1. Tough road trip. They got a win in Milwaukee, but a real tough West Coast string. They lost in overtime at Empire and dropped to Tacoma. But head coach David Bascom thought his team played pretty well in the Northwest, and 2 tough losses against Tacoma.
Yeah, Paul, it's great to be back here at SECU. Obviously, the fortress Baltimore likes to call, but yeah, tough West Coast road trip, right? The Empire game, tough ending to that, and that overtime loss, and then 2 tough games in Tacoma. So, yeah, tough West Coast road trip, but now a nice month of March here at home.
Blast are still in really good shape. They're 10-4-1 on the season. They're right in the middle of the pack in the MASL standings. Harrisburg comes in at 2-13-1 on the year. They've really struggled. And Brad, been exciting games here in Baltimore, though. Earlier in this season, maybe the most exciting game of the season happened here between these 2 teams when the Blast fell down early and then rallied for a late victory.
Yeah, Paul, this close rivalry here with Harrisburg, even though Harrisburg's record doesn't necessarily reflect how these rivalry games go, right? Especially between these 2, right? Harrisburg always plays Baltimore tough. They know each other so well. Obviously, a lot of intermingling with the players. Obviously, Pat Healy, the coach of the Heat. So these games are always close with Harrisburg.
And by my count, Brad, I have at least 4 players that are former Blast players on the field for Harrisburg today. Some roster adjustments, some shuffling for the Blast. They'll be without some guys today. No Mello, he's dealing with the injury. No Mateus Silva, which is a big loss for the Blast on the back line. He will not play today. And Victor Pereira still not with the Blast. And really, Jeremy Raley would have played in this game. He just got traded to the Harrisburg Heat, but he's not ready to go for the Heat yet, so he will not play today for Harrisburg. So some big losses for the Blast.
It is, especially, again, like you said, on that back line. Some of the newer players for Baltimore are on the defensive side. So it will be interesting to say today to see what Coach Bascom does defensively as far as shifting some players around, shifting some line changes and such, again, on that defensive end.
All right, so Adriano Dos Santos starts it with a shot over the glass, over the goals to the Blast with the goalkeeper distribution. Checo for Silla, who plays it down for Diegas. And good job by Harrisburg to clear. Jack Shearer, the former Blast player, plays it into the defensive end of the Blast and will come off for the change.
Yeah, like you said, Paul, we have Jack Shearer, we have Ozzy Anang, Mike Da Silva, Dos Santos, all former Blast players.
Checo in the midfield. Here's Pereira on the far side. Good ball for Diegas. Back for Pereira. Shot saved by Silva. Hugo Silva with his first save of the game. And it's a nice give and go there for the Blast, but a nice job by the keeper.
Yeah, I'd really like to see some good target play today, Paul. We did struggle a bit on the West Coast, I thought, with our target play. So it will be, again, really nice to see Diegas, get some good minutes, have some good hold-up play for us, as well as Bruno.
Yeah, I'd like to see Bruno bust out here. He's been kind of quiet over the last few weeks. See if he can get it going offensively. And I think when you look at Ricardo, just coming back with the team after the long absence, it takes a little bit of time to kind of get that chemistry back.
Yeah, it's always tough when you're away for an extended amount of time. So obviously he has all the tools to do it. It's just a matter of getting comfortable again with the guys.
You see Chad Porch on the field for the Blast. Kerstetter goes against Enrique. Bruno with some good D there, or good forecheck, I guess, if you want to use a hockey term. Steal. Bramuz gets a step. And Wellington will back it out, and the Blast will possess. Bramuz, who's been a huge addition for the Blast this year, gets a step. Shot is blocked. And Porch will run it down. Jamie Thomas up ahead for Pereira. Juan does a nice job to recover. Kind of a tough pass there, but Pereira was able to knock it down and play it. Porch now. Good defense there. Pushed back. Harris with the near steal for Harrisburg. Pacheco with a tough bounce off the boards, but once again, Blast control.
Yeah, one thing you can always count on with Harrisburg, Paul, and Coach Healy is they're usually pretty disciplined defensively. They'll usually get 5 behind the ball. So Blast will have a lot of possession today. It's a matter of how well they can break them down.
Pereira drive that goes over the glass wide, and we'll get a goalkeeper distribution for Hugo Silva. Silva 2-12-1 on the season, 708 goals against average, 675 save percentage. He's made 218 saves and also has a goal and 2 assists. Blast with the steal. Pereira with a good cross-court pass. Shot saved by Silva. As Patrick Thompson tried to go far post, Silva got the hands out and parried it back to him.
That's great vision by Juan Pereira there. Square ball across the field for one time for Thompson.
So kick in for the Blast here right near the bench. Pacheco up top, his drive is blocked. That one will bounce over the glass. We'll get another free kick for the Blast. There'll be a restart on the corner kick spot. Pereira presides. Thompson and Diegas on the near side. Silla up top drive, that's just wide. Well meant there. Nice job by Silla to keep it in play as well. That gives Blast possession. Brad, so frustrating when you watch players kick it over the glass when they don't keep it on target.
Yeah, he did well getting over top of that. You know, Omar, although the team struggled a bit out west, Omar had a great week out there. He had a hat trick in the Tacoma game, so finding the score sheet a little bit.
Yeah, Omar with that hat trick. He's got 6 goals on the year. He scored a goal and 2 assists early on against the Heat this season. Pereira now on the far side. Crossover down the wing, has some space. Diegas shot goal! What a setup by Pereira.
Juan loves to isolate himself on the far boards. He goes 1v1 and does a great job of picking his head up, not just blindly hitting into the boards, picks his head up and finds Diegas.
Time of the goal, 3:43. It's Diegas from Pereira. Let's take a look at the replay, or maybe not. Let's see. For Diegas, Ricardo picks up goal number 5 of the season. And the Blast are up early. Brad, you talked about target play. That's what you get with Diegas. We'll see him set some guys up. We'll see him control the ball, but he's just not going to miss those shots.
No, and like you said, it's just a matter of him getting comfortable again. Very talented. You know he's a goal scorer. History as a goal scorer. So really good to see Diegas on the board here early.
Well, Panton played it around the boards there, but Rodriguez was able to field that. Good ball up ahead. Tried for Enrique. That one kicked away, though. Back come the Heat. Here's Shearer. Off the boards in front, goes by everyone. Nice play by the Blast in front. Harrisburg, though, steals it away. Zach Perry on it, and Harrisburg will back it up to Silva and run the offense. Gamino near side, now Malcolm Harris. Steal, Porch. Enrique, turn, shot, that goes wide on the deflection. Porch gets muscled off the boards. And this one a 3-line violation on Harrisburg. Too bad he wasn't in Tacoma. That could have been a penalty kick.
Yeah, that was a welcome to Baltimore play right there. 3-line violation.
Major Arena Soccer League proud to be sponsored by MITRE, the official games of ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League, established in 1817, one of the leading soccer brands worldwide. Diegas in the corner, now Silla, so Blast don't get a shot on that restart. They'll instead possess. Pacheco, good ball inside Diegas. Now plays it far side Pereira. See what Juan does this time. Works on Anang, the former Blast player. Pacheco on the near side. Jesus, good ball inside, deflected. Pacheco gets it back. That shot blocked and cleared by the Heat. Jesus doing a nice job creating some things inside.
Yeah, Pacheco's been a great pickup since he's been to Baltimore here now a few years. Such a crafty player, skillful, can shoot both feet.
Silla on the near side. Down the boards, Thompson. Diegas. Pacheco shot off the glass. Rebound, that shot wide. Thompson with a good follow. Still has it. Toe pokes it, that's blocked. Anang pushes him to the boards, and Silva chips it to the near side and clears, but the Blast will remain with possession.
I like the energy here early, Paul. Good energy from Baltimore.
Herrera far side. New fresh legs on the field. Thomas drives it into the banner up over the goal. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution. That's a tough play there because the Blast had just rotated in fresh legs. If you keep that ball in play, you get the advantage. Instead, now Harrisburg gets the change on the goalkeeper distribution.
Yeah, you know, Harrisburg, they have the long change. Well, both teams do, but they have the long change defensively here. So if you can keep possession of the ball, it's very difficult for them to make some line changes.
Silva plays it on the far side. Kerstetter for Harris. Back by Thompson. And now the Heat with some possession here. Almost midway through the first. Ball to the corner. Silla heads it. Scherer keeps it alive. Rodriguez punches it out a couple of times. And Scherer kicks it into the crowd for a goalkeeper distribution. That's Julian Rodriguez for the Blast. 5-2-1 on the season on 4.44 goals against average. How about this, Brad? 744 save percentage. And I think he just already made his 100th save of the season.
Julian's been fantastic this season. Great addition in the goal for Baltimore. Again, good shot stopper. He's quick. He's very good with his feet, which is important in indoor. So, yeah, he's been a great addition. Played really well.
You know, especially here, Brad, when you talk about being good with your feet, because you really need that in this arena. Diegas plays it through, just misses Diesel on the run. Bramus gets a step. Well, he shoots. Oh, it's just high over the parry of Silva. Goes off the glass, and mistake here will get top of the box restart for the Blast on the Harrisburg error.
Yeah, unforced error there by Harrisburg. You do not want to give up these top-of-the-arc restarts.
And Blast have been pretty good with these. It'll be a timeout on the field, and we'll take one, too. We'll get the restart after the break. Blast with the early 1-0 lead midway through the first.
Monopoly Scratch-Offs are back. Excitement's breaking out all over Maryland. People can't get enough. It's just too much fun. Top prizes are $1,000 to $2 million. Go directly to fun. Play new Monopoly Scratch-Offs at your Maryland lottery retailer.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
And welcome back. Welcome back to the Towson Arena. MASLsoccer.com, your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. News, leaderboards, highlights, everything. Silla, a goal! Omar blasted home for the 2-0 lead.
Paul, that was a fortunate time for that restart at the media timeout. So Coach Bascombe had a good little bit there to come up with a play for the restart. They pass it off to the left side. Omar on his favorite left foot. And like we said, he's been hot lately, so good job by Omar.
Yeah, Silva stays hot. 7th goal of the season. Take a look at the replay. Just a nice touch from Pacheco. And Omar bangs it home for Jesus. It's assist number 9 of the year. And the Blast are up early, 2-0. Harris plays it far side. Panton can't get there. Pacheco, first to the ball, but a nice job to Panton to win it back. Shearer gets pushed off. Pacheco again, 1-on-2 in that corner. Hits it off the official. Ball still loose. Enrique can't turn with it. Ball gets deflected back. And I think Shearer caught that one in a real bad spot.
Yeah, that ball bouncing around all over the place in the corner there, and a bit of an unfortunate bounce for Jack Shearer.
Shearer down. The athletic trainer will come out. I think we all kind of know without saying what's going on here. That's a tough spot.
Yeah, definitely not the preferred place to receive the ball.
Yeah, nobody really wants to see that. Don't forget about Green Drop. They offer a better alternative than the outdated compression sleeves and socks, truly providing long-lasting relief at an affordable price. Green Drop's recovery products are uniquely suited to help the athlete battle aching joints and muscles. Learn more or try it yourself by visiting GreenDropCompression.com. I'm not sure that Green Drop has anything that's going to help Jack right now.
That would definitely be a specialized product by Green Drop. They might want to look into that, though. They might make some money.
I'm not sure what's going to happen here to start things. I might get a drop ball here, or we'll wait and see. We're going to say no, Blast ball. So the Blast will get the kick or the free kick here. And Pereira will take this for the Blast. And whistle blows, and we are back underway. Heat will pressure 3 players in the defensive end. A good ball out off the boards by the Blast. Blast now have some advantage here, but Heat able to get back.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a different look for Harrisburg, Paul. They usually don't high press too often, but Baltimore did well to get that out of the back.
Turnover. Francis can't pull the trigger. Blast with the block. Porch with a nice defensive job there. Could have been a disaster for the Blast, but good hustle there to get back defensively and keep Francis off his left foot. Drive inside by Silva, comes all the way back out to the midfield. And Harrisburg will reset. Betcher, his first time on the field. Drive, save, Rodriguez. Shot well meant there by Tavernisi. And Harrisburg will get a free kick here.
Yeah, this is much better by Harrisburg here in the last 2 minutes or so. Getting a bit more possession, getting some good shots off, and Rodriguez with a good save.
Ball deflects off of Nang. Harrisburg keeps possession. Harris, his drive blocked by Thompson. Goes to the far side. Da Silva. Double team, now plays it back, and Silva will play it for the Heat. We're on milestone watch today, too. A couple players on milestone watch. Tavernisi sitting on 298 career points. He's 2 points away from 300. And not as big of a milestone, but Bruno Enrique on 47 points. He's 3 away from 50 in his career.
Yeah, Tavernisi's been just a great player all around his whole career, no matter where he's been, whether it's Utica, Florida, you name it, Harrisburg. Just a solid finisher.
Diegas there just missed the header on the deflection, which would have been a great goal for the Blast. Ricardo lines up as the target again. Here's Bramus. Silla plays it forward. Great ball here to the far side, Diegas. Diegas scored the first goal for the Blast. He'll pull it back. You got to respect him too, Brad. I mean, you just can't pressure him. And he does a lot holding the ball up and allowing his teammates to do different things.
Well, Diegas, he gives the Blast another kind of dimension, right? Because, yes, he's a target forward. He can hold the ball up. But he can also, he'll take you 1v1. He can finish. He can pass.
Oh, look at this pass back for Pacheco. Silva with the save rebound. Oh, it's poked wide. And it'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Harrisburg. Silla wanted the deflection there. It was that close to being 3-0. What a feed by Diegas.
Yeah, Paul, right to my point, right? He can score you goals, but he is a fantastic passer of the ball.
I think his indoor savvy as well, just understanding kind of the angles, the boards, and being able to get balls to guys in unconventional ways.
Yeah, he's not the fastest player on the field, right? He's not going to beat you with lightning speed, but he's been around the game a long time. To your point, he knows the angles, he knows where to be on the field. Just great to see him back in a Blast uniform.
Interesting call there. Harrisburg wanted top of the arc, but the officials ruled it was a deflection off of Thompson because he was inside the defensive end. But instead of saying he kicked it out, it was a deflection, and it was just a free kick on the outside. Here's Sherry, plays it off the boards, right to Porch. Blast bust out. Enrique on the near side. Bruno will pull it back. Blast controls with under 4 to play in the first. Pacheco drive, that's just wide, as Jesus had a good look at goal there. Now he races back defensively. Shearer pushes him off, and he kicks it over the glass.
Blast very fortunate there. Shearer did a good job bodying off the defender. Just needed to be a little more clinical on goal.
That'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Rodriguez here. Pereira off the boards, tries for Diegas. Kerstetter. Porch, good pressure there. Pereira steps up. Panton can't quite steal, and Juan will reset. Pereira chips it. 3-line violation on Juan. So we'll get a free kick from the yellow line for the Heats.
And that was Harrisburg doing a good job again, pressing high, which you don't see a lot of from them. And it created the turnover by Pereira. So well done there by Harrisburg.
All right, here's Harris now. Plays far side. The Silva's pass kicked away. Thompson kicks it to the far side. Blast clear. Francis can't win it. Francis finally kicks it down. Now Silva, Thomas pressures, turns it over. Blast give it right back. Harris, good recovery as he went down but got back up again. Bruno just riding into the corner, and no call foul now.
You could see that coming, Paul. The ref was just dying to blow his whistle somewhere on that play.
No, it was smart. Look, if he was going to call a foul on Bruno, it's a smart play. As long as Malcolm has possession, let it play out and give them the opportunity, and then blow the whistle when they lose possession. That's a good job by the referee.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Nothing worse than calling a foul like that, and then you put it in the back of the net a second later, and you're like, oh, well, thanks. Pereira now will implore his teammates to come forward. Here's Rodriguez. Thomas. Silla holds play. Omar to the corner. De Silva pushes Enrique off, but Vermoose right there to win it, and a good slick pass off the boards for Silla. Omar, good ball, far side. Thompson kicked away. Harris, though, can't control. Blast do a good job of winning the possession back. Diego's on the field, and for a second, the Heat lost him.
Yeah, that was a good job by Omar to retreat there and get possession back for the Blast.
Great ball for Diego's in the corner. Cardo, Diesel, now Silla. Still a drive, score! Oh, Omar from long range. Maybe a Diego screen there that helped him. It's 3-0 Blast.
Omar continuing his hot streak. Paul, I don't know if Coach Bascom is giving the green light for Omar, but he's looking really aggressive and looking to shoot first, which is great.
When I take a look at the replay here, I want to see if Diego's got involved here and like kind of screen Silva, because this is long range. And you just see a bunch of guys, and I don't think Silva ever saw that.
Great shot by Omar. Far post, keeps it low.
The Blast lead at 3-0. Diesel gets the assist. Diesel picks up his second assist of the season. Diesel, of course, missed the last 5. He only plays home games for the Blast. But he welcomes himself well to the home field.
Well, this is what the Blast wanted to see, right, Paul? Rough road trip. You wanted to see him come back home, start nice and quick. Good start here with a 3-0 lead.
Avila tried to go around Diesel, but Mike wasn't having any of that. Diego's chests it forward. Diesel keeps it alive. Ramus gets ran into the boards. And foul called on Harrisburg.
Well, a bit fortunate there. That could have been, ugly.
I just wasn't going to say anything. Here's Pacheco. Off the boards in front, goes by Porch. Blasto, keep it alive. Bruno plays it for Porch up ahead. Kerstetter steals. Now from Harris with a good touch. Harris all the way, blocked. Look at Pacheco fly through to win it. Jesus with some fancy footwork, tries to turn the corner, can't, but the Blast dig it out. 2-on-2. Enrique shoots, scores! Oh! Bruno Enrique just inside the yellow. It's 4-0 Blast.
That all started by a great play by Pacheco in the defense, in his own defensive corner. Diagonal pass out of the back. Bruno takes it up, finishes himself with a little toe poke far post.
Yeah, that was a great job of digging it out. And really, the Blast had numbers. And what are you going to do if you're Silva? There's really nothing you can do there. As Enrique just blasts into the corner.
Yeah, if you're Harrisburg, I think you'd like to see the defender close him down a little sooner.
I think what happened was you had the runner on the wing that kind of had Harrisburg hedging a little bit, and that just gave him just enough space to open up for him. So Enrique scores with 18 seconds left. Blast maybe time for one more. No, they turn it over. This one into the crowd. And that'll be the end of quarter number 1. All Blast in the first quarter. They get 4 goals from Diego, Silla, and Enrique. And after 1 quarter of play, the Blast lead it 4-0.
I chose to work in a Catholic school because it really helped develop me as a whole person.
What I love most about teaching in a Catholic school is the small class sizes and the ability to have that opportunity to bring God into the classroom every day.
There's such a great sense of community, and our students live out our PBIS motto, which is to be respectful, responsible, and kind because Christ matters.
Discover the benefits of a rewarding career in Catholic education. Apply today.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings. It's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Welcome back to Baltimore. Blast lead at 4-0 after one quarter of play. Brad, Blast left Baltimore 9-1 after a 1-3-1 road trip. Just what the doctor ordered in that first quarter for the Blast.
Yeah, you know, coming off a tough road trip, you're back home in front of the Baltimore fans. You wanted to get off to a quick start, and you know, the boys have answered the call. Great first quarter, just what they needed, some home cooking.
Yeah, good finishing. I mean, you know, Diegas put it home from close range. Two real good shots from Silla, and then the bomb from Bruno. For Enrique, it's goal number 11 of the season. His second goal against the Heat this year. Remember, Bruno had that big game. He had 4 assists against the Heat early in December. Blast dominated that first quarter. Outshot Harrisburg 9-4, and really did a nice job controlling the possession time as well.
Yeah, you know, they played Blast soccer. That's what Baltimore likes to do. They like to possess. They like to control the tempo of the game, which they did, and they capitalized on their chances. So we'll see what, if any, changes Harrisburg makes here in the second quarter.
Blast will start with it. Pereira lofts it into the far corner for Thomas. Ball goes off the turn, and Thomas gets called for the foul. So we'll get a kick in for Harrisburg. Brad, it's a big month for the Blast here at home. They have 9 games left, 6 of them here at the SECU Arena, and they're undefeated at home in 2024-25. So a chance for the Blast to really make up some ground here. Diegas turns, and I think he was trying to get that to Porch, but it didn't quite work out. Silva instead fields it, and back come the Heat. Once again, though, you kind of see the wheels spinning in Diegas' head of how he can get passes off the boards to his teammates.
Yeah, and back to your point, Paul, about the home games. You know, I don't care what team you are. It's tough to win on the road in this league, no matter where you're playing. So you definitely want to take care of business at home, which Baltimore has so far this year. And with so many home games, yeah, Blast could really make a run for the top couple spots in the league.
Porch with a shot and a save by Silva. Well, the other thing, too, Brad, is it's nice to have a 4-0 lead. But you can't, rest on that because, remember, the Blast trailed 7-2 earlier this year and came all the way back. So you definitely need to build on this and not let Harrisburg get back in the game.
Absolutely. You want to stay aggressive. You want to stick with your game plan here and keep pushing. Absolutely.
Gambino now on the field for Harrisburg. Plays it back for Perry. Some changes for Harrisburg. Perry out there. Dominic Francis back on the floor. Now Tavernisi, far side. Off the boards in front, goes by everyone. Enrique couldn't clear. Porch heads it away. Enrique, 2-on-1. Up ahead, Pacheco. Shot. Oh, it's just wide as Jesus got a good look.
That was a great look by Bruno there. Picked his head up. Saw Pacheco making that far side run. Just a bit wide with the shot.
Brad, Blast are doing a great job getting out of the defensive end and creating chances right now.
Yeah, and that's where they struggle sometimes, is a bit too many turnovers coming out of their defensive third, so much better today.
Vermoose turns it over to Francis. Dobbs going to chip it. That was not a smart idea. Way over the glass, and it'll be a goalkeeper distribution for the Blast.
To our point right there, you know, Welly had Patrick Thompson wide open here along the near boards, and he tried to force that pass a little bit and turned it over unnecessarily.
Vermoose gets stripped up, so kick it for the Blast. Checo goes far side. Silla. Pressure Rodriguez. He plays the boards. All the way around the turn into the hands of Hugo Silva. Quickly up ahead. Good distribution for Anang. Splits the double team. Gets a step. Shoots. Just wide. Now Dos Santos on the field for Harrisburg.
That was well done by Ozzie Anang. Again, Paul, we've seen him a few seasons here in Baltimore. Unfortunately, had quite the difficulties with some injuries, some pretty severe injuries.
Silva shoots it just high. Harris's shot parried away by Rodriguez with a nice save. Well, talk about Adriano, and you look at the numbers, and not just in regular season, but 13 playoff goals for the Blast, including one of the biggest ever for Baltimore, the game-tying goal in the championship down in Mexico. So he just came up big time and time again for the Blast.
Obviously, stalwart for Baltimore, and that goal you talk about, Paul, that goal is so ingrained in my mind. There have been a lot of unbelievable goals in the history of indoor soccer. That has to be up there with it. It was not just the goal, but the timing of the goal,
exactly.
In the moment of the goal.
Exactly.
Just unbelievable.
No question about it. Here's Diegas, good feed in front. Thomas shot, that gets deflected wide.
What fantastic vision by Diegas there. Great pass.
Silva clears along the boards. Ball kept alive. Thomas pushed to the ground, foul called. Free kick Blast on that far boards, just outside the yellow.
We can already see how much more comfortable Diegas is in this game than he has been in the first couple since he's been back. He just looks more comfortable.
Here's Diesel. And play it down the boards for Diegas in front off the turn, and Anang heads it out. Diesel now back for Diegas. Porch will back it out with just under 5 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Diegas will play it, and Blast will change. Diesel thought about trying to thread the needle, but a smart play there for Diesel while the Blast were making a change.
Yeah, he could have tried to force that ball into Porch. Oh, what a finish by Pacheco.
Instead, the Blast possess. Pacheco buries the left foot, and the Blast lead at 5-0. How smart of a play does it look now, right?
It is. He could have tried to force that ball into Porch. Instead, he held possession, and Pacheco loves coming off that right side, cutting inside on his left foot, and then just clinical finish.
I don't know, to me it's almost like opponents forget he's left-footed, because they give him that extra step, and then he just steps in and just rips it.
Yeah, you as a defender, hopefully you've watched some game tape, you know who you're playing. You want to force him wide, right? You want to force him to his right foot, although he can finish with his right foot, his preferred left. You want to force him to his right foot, force him wide, and you give him that inside move, and he's going to bury it.
That's kind of the other weapon the Blast have that they've kind of built this roster. Look at the guys with left foots. Pacheco, Silla, right? I mean, they've got a lot of...
Welly.
They've got a lot of guys that can beat you with the left foot, which a lot of teams can't do. Pereira now. Plays it back. Pacheco still on the field. Enrique out there now at target. Blast slow the pace. Now Vermoose. Checo challenges again. Goes right this time. Shoots. Oh, parried away by Silva. Jesus said, I got a right foot too.
So if you saw defensively there, right, savvy veteran DeSantos, he made him go right. Made him go right, made him stay wide. Still got a good shot off, but if I'm the opponent, I'd rather have him hitting a shot with his right foot compared to his left foot.
Shot well meant by Silla. Saved by Silva. Again, though, Silla keeps it on target. And what happens? Blast keep possession. Diesel just missed the header. Silva collects.
Yeah, Omar's in a zone. He really is. He's really playing well.
Anang turns it over. Ramus off the boards. Silla, good crossfield pass Diegas. Ricardo double teamed, but he runs through it. Thomas, Diegas, off the post and comes back out.
Bit unfortunate there for Diegas, although I think I might rather see him try that finish first time other than taking that extra touch, but
he almost just willed it into the goal.
He did.
Pereira gets a step, gets taken down. Kerstetter, that's got to be a blue, right? Just a foul.
Just a foul. Nothing to see here, Paul. Just a foul.
All right, free kick Blast just inside the yellow. Would I dare to say that might have been a penalty kick in Tacoma?
Yeah. You've seen worse, right?
Pereira drive, hit the crossbar and bounces all the way back out to the midfield.
What a strike by Juan.
Pereira beat everyone but couldn't quite keep it on the frame. And we have a timeout here midway through the second. Blast lead it 5-0 here in Baltimore.
I chose to work in a Catholic school because it really helped develop me as a whole person.
What I love most about teaching in a Catholic school is the small class sizes and the ability to have that opportunity to bring God into the classroom every day.
There's such a great sense of community, and our students live out our PBIS motto, which is to be respectful, responsible, and kind because Christ matters.
Discover the benefits of a rewarding career in Catholic education. Apply today.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because connect with your local agent or visit us online.
When you play the Maryland Lottery, please play responsibly. That means remember to spend within your limits, never borrow money to play, and know your odds of winning. To get more tips, scan the QR code or visit mdlottery.com/playresponsibly. Must be 18 years or older to play.
GooseUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Alex Bastavansky and Phil Levanko joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap this weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Ed Hale, the owner of the Blast, will join us here at halftime.
Ed Hale at halftime, that's always a hot topic.
That's always a hot topic. All right, Blast will start things here. Enrique keeps it alive in the corner.
That's an unfortunate call by Bruno there. He's just playing hard out, muscled the guy.
Not sure being bigger was a foul, but I guess it is. Blast, take it away. Tavernisi. Pereira kicks it away, but Shearer's right there. Jack battles. Thompson gives him a good ride. And Harrisburg has the possession. He had to do something here to turn the momentum as the Blast it's dominated here in the first half. Tavernese loses it. Pereira. Enrique gets pulled down. This has to be a blue. It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tavernese will head to the box, and the Blast will go on the power play.
That was just good hustle again by Bruno. Creates that turnover to Juan, and then he follows with the run in the offensive zone and gets pulled down.
So Tavernese heads to the box. Blast go on the power play. Blast getting better on the power play, 27% now. Harrisburg is 54% on the penalty kill, but I think the big X factor, in my opinion, is number 9. He makes a huge difference on the power play.
Absolutely. When it comes to power play, you want to be in that 30 percentile range. So definitely some improvement from Baltimore. So we'll see now again, Diego's back in there. If Baltimore can start ramping up that power play unit.
Not only do you have to respect him in the top of the box, it just opens up the wings as well. Harrisburg does a nice job there. They block the shot and force the Blast back into the midfield. Blast will reset with 30 gone in the penalty. Now they move Diegas to the far side. They put Porch in the top of the box. Here's Chad, turns. Diegas tries to go cross field. Pacheco couldn't run that down, and Harrisburg controls. They clear it up ahead, but the Blast play it. Now Harrisburg caught.
Yeah, they have numbers up if they hurry.
Porch puts it into the netting.
Unforced shot there by Porch. I understand what he's doing. Again, we did have numbers up, but just need to be a little more disciplined there.
We get a goalkeeper distribution for Silva with 1:06 left in the power play. Although this is something that could get Harrisburg going if they can kill off this penalty. Barrera's having some issues, but he clears. Now Pacheco. Blast will set it up again with 50 left on the penalty. Silla with some space. Tries to go cross field. It's kicked over the glass by the Heat. We'll get a corner kick for the Blast with 46 left on the advantage.
To your point earlier there, Paul, on this penalty power play right now, Baltimore, 3 lefties out there for the Blast.
You got Silla. You got, Porch and Pacheco, right?
Diegas as well.
Diegas. And Diego. Diegas is left. Porch is right. Pacheco. Diegas scores!
Oh, my.
Oh, what a blast from Diegas. And the Blast are up 6-0.
Little chip from the restart, and Pacheco just puts it on a dime for Diegas, and wow, does he finish that volley.
Oh, this is just an absolute bomb from Diegas. Look at this.
Oh, what a finish.
Good luck saving that.
What a finish.
This will be a great view, too. Oh.
I tell you, all you aspiring soccer players out there, if you emulate that finish right there, that's how you finish a ball. Knee over the ball, foot through the ball. Just great job by Diegas.
Diegas picks up his second goal of the game, 6th goal of the season. Harrisburg has a chance here. They'll have a corner kick in the Blast end. Malcolm Harris will preside over this. Plays it in front. Blast block it away. Blast now come out with it. Enrique. Bruno cuts to the middle, cuts over 2 players, and Silva punches it out with his right foot. Harris tries to go by Porch. Blast double team. Malcolm does a nice job to keep it alive. Blasto taken away. Here comes Thomas. Thomas with some speed. Bramus in front. Back to Thomas. Shot.
Oh, what a save.
Silva, the save of the game right there for Harrisburg. As the ball deflected back out, and the Blast almost put it into the net, but Silva said no.
Yeah, Jamie Thomas got a fortunate bounce there. Bounced right back to him and had a gaping goal, but Hugo Silva, what a great save.
Yeah, Hugo came out of nowhere that time. And now he'll take a break as he catches it for Harrisburg. Well, what a sequence there. Great feet ahead for Wright, but he has to go over his foot. Ball in front. Pacheco takes that away. Blast counter. Jesus pulls it back. Smart play by Pacheco there to possess.
Yeah, no need to force the ball, right? You're up 6-0.
Steal by Francis. Enrique, though, kicks it right back. Pacheco on the far side. Brad, Harrisburg has really struggled trying to find some offense today.
Yeah, you know, their big gun, Dom Francis, really been invisible today. Haven't heard much from him at all. Usually squeaks in a few against Baltimore all the time. And, yeah, not much offensively for them so far.
Thompson gets fouled right near the yellow line. Kick in for the Blast. Pereira will take this. Shoots it off the boards. Silva kind of half-heartedly just kind of grabbed it. Worked out for him, though.
Yeah, he wasn't sure if he was going to have to play that with his feet or if it was going to come in the box for his hands. So
good pressure by the Blast, but a nice job by Shearer to save the three-line violation.
Well done by Shearer there to save Harrisburg from the free kick.
Pereira runs through. I think we'll get a free kick here for the Heat. Blast have just been all over the place today. Winning balls back. Oh, ball goes through the box. Panton was there, but he couldn't get a foot on it.
Yeah, their movement's been great today. Their energy's been great. They've double-teamed when they need to. They've held the ball up when they needed to. They've gone forward when they needed to. It's been a good half.
Blast, though, kind of caught in their own end here, but they'll be able to play it out. Pacheco far side. Diesel cuts to the box. Ooh, Diegas was lurking, but that one got deflected into the hands of Silva, so Harrisburg avoids the goal there.
You don't see Mike Diesel very often that far up in the play.
Porch takes it away from Anang, but Blast get it right back. Good distribution for Pacheco. Pacheco double teamed, fights his way through. Foul called on Harrisburg. We'll get a free kick for the Blast. Just over 2 left here in the half. Blast in control. Referee will walk off the wall here. Pacheco will preside here. Thompson plays far corner. Kerstetter clear. Good ball up ahead. Betcher. Rodriguez clear. This one goes out of play off of Harrisburg. We're going to kick in for the Blast with 2:03 left. Here's Bermus on the far side. Now Wellington down the wing. Thomas on the near side, picked up by Francis. Bermus. It's a step. Tries to get the pass back, but Harrisburg does a good job defensively with their runners. Thompson, drive, that's deflected. Silva comes out to play it. Nice job there. And a great ball up ahead. Goes through the box. Nice job by Perry, but he couldn't keep it on target.
That was really well done by Silva. Didn't panic in the corner there. Got Harrisburg out of a situation defensively.
Harris steals.
Last minute of play in the half.
Rodriguez plays the boards. Thomas. Jamie with some speed. under a minute now in the half. Blast lead it 6-0. Diegas back on the floor at target for the Blast.
Pacheco, that's a tough ball to play into Diegas there.
Betcher with the steal. Betcher goes down. Free kick, Harrisburg.
See if Harrisburg can get something here in the last 30 seconds, Paul.
Dos Santos on the floor. Now Silva's going to take part here. Panton down the boards. It's loose. Pereira chips.
Oh, Juan Pereira. Paul, you can see him eyeing up Silva as that play developed, and what a finish again. Left-footed chip to make it 7.
Couple points. One, great job to make sure the ball got past the yellow line to avoid the 3-line violation, and then take a look. And then with the left foot is able to beat Silva. And that's the downside. I mean, look, tough game in Empire where the goalkeeper scores to win the game. But Brad, if he shoots that ball in Empire and hits the glass instead of the goal, the Blast win.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's all the way down to the corner.
Yeah. The style that Obasi has Empire playing, we'll see if it's sustainable in the long run. I am not sold on it yet, to be honest. You know, it's kind of a you win by the sword, die by the sword kind of thing.
All Blast here, final seconds. And it's a 2-touch violation on Silva as he was behind midfield. So with 2.6 left, Blast will have one more opportunity.
What do you think, Paul? Do you think you call a timeout here?
Nah, I would just chip it to the box.
No.
Or just run it out. It's 7-0.
True.
That'll do it. 4 in the first for the Blast, 3 more in quarter number 2. And the Blast are in control. They lead it over Harrisburg 7-0. Back with halftime. We'll be joined by Blast owner Ed Hale at the half. Back with all that and more here on MASL TV.
This is where Anne feels.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness comes, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us.
Feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Monopoly Scratch-Offs are back. Excitement's breaking out all over Maryland. People can't get enough. It's just too much fun. Top prizes are $1,000 to $2 million. Go directly to Fun. Play new Monopoly Scratch-Offs at your Maryland lottery retailer.
Welcome back to Baltimore Blast, in control, 7-0 here at halftime here at the Towson Arena, joined by Blast owner Ed Hale. Ed, and it was a tough road trip, 1-3-1. Head coach David Bascom thought you guys played pretty well, even though the outcomes weren't there. Boy, this is what the doctor ordered coming home today.
It really is. Yeah, we controlled a lot of the games when we were out on the West Coast, but it was just not our time. We got a couple of things that happened to us that caused us to lose the games, and we have obviously corrected them today, and we're controlling the game, and I think this is going to be something, just what the doctor ordered, what we need to get back on track.
I think the biggest thing we have to get out to fans is that this is a huge month for you guys.
Yeah.
You got 6 home games this month.
Right.
A real chance to maybe even run the table when you talk about your last 9 games and really build that momentum for the playoffs.
I want to win the next half.
Was I getting ahead of myself there, Ed?
Hey, how you doing?
Was I getting ahead of myself?
Yes, you did, Paul.
Right,
Come on.
Hey,
You've been around long enough.
I'm trying to be positive, okay?
Yeah.
No, but the home games, and a big weekend on the 15th and the 16th. You got some real good opponents coming in as well. A big matchup against Kansas City later in the month also.
Right.
It's going to be real good soccer that fans want to come out and check here at the Towson.
Well, it's going to be one of these things. It's going to be a real test for some of the teams that are coming in there. We're going to probably see them in the playoffs. And, I don't want to jinx it by saying we're going to be in the playoffs, but it looks like we are.
Right.
And at the same time, we're not afraid to play anybody. We want to do it.
Yeah, no question. And, the playoff format, you'd love to get one of those top 2 seeds and maybe have a day off.
Right.
But there's 2 schools of thought to that, Ed, of
I know,
sometimes you want to play and
just
be
battle
fresh.
ready to go. Yeah, and I've been doing this so long that, it's a coin toss.
Yeah.
So that's it.
So do we know, by the way, I want to get ahead of myself again, but playoffs in San Diego first week, right? Then that next weekend would be the finals. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it'll be the next weekend after that.
If we make it through San Diego and we through the quarter and the semis, we would play here in Towson on the 12th.
On April the 12th.
April the 12th. Yes, correct.
Okay, very good. So we have all that figured out.
By the way, I want to mention that today is Archdiocese Day.
Yes.
And we've gotten some great support from them over here for decades now. And it's really great to have them in here. Having a Sunday like this, we don't normally draw. And, I'm looking on the upper deck. It's fairly filled up. And, I'm glad to have this happen. And they've been very, very good to us. And we're very appreciative of the schools and the churches coming in here and sponsoring us or working with us. It's good. And I want to mention that we have a bunch of our sponsors are in here, too, that are fantastic. And I'm going to mention the friends of mine up at Hatchet Lake.
Okay.
They're up in Saskatchewan, and that's where I go up there. I go up there every year, and I have just a great deal of fun to the extent that that's the one thing I look forward to as I get older.
Right.
And actually when I was younger. And it's a great place. Great place.
What's the temperature in Saskatchewan right now?
Right now, 7 degrees. Yeah.
Well, come on. I mean, it's kind of decent here,
Those
right?
people are crazy.
No, I know. Hey, before we go, I want to also ask you about, you had a real nice event for the team coming off the road trip. They all came out to the house. You had like a bonding event for the team.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It came down the driveway at my farm in a bus, and all these guys from Brazil and Mexico. They get off the bus, they didn't know what the hell to do, and then after a while, they saw the geese flying around and everything, and it was a lot of fun. And I think they did not want to leave. I swear.
I've been to your house, Ed. I don't blame them. I didn't want to leave either.
Yeah.
But before I let you go, can you rate David Bascom's cooking?
It was good. Actually, I had that for leftovers the next day.
There you go.
He's a great cook. Also, I think he's the best coach in the league. He's been with me for 20-some years, and he's just a fantastic person. So, I really like him. By the way, today I've got the Chamber of Commerce is with me from Towson Chamber of Commerce.
Nice.
They're here, and they're going to have a night the next couple nights. We're going to have a lot of people coming here for the games, and they're one of them.
Ed, so much. Thank you so much. Always appreciate the time.
Nice
Ed
seeing you.
Hale, owner of the Blast, joining us back with more after the break.
Shoot! He
What's going on, everyone? This is the MASL in 5. I've got to get you caught up on everything that's gone down in the league over the past week in just 5 minutes. Let's go.
Reggett as your target forwards and 2 defensive runners.
Oh, there's Reggett! How did he do that?
The Kansas City Comets are flying high this season, and a big reason as to why is the play of superstar forward Zach Reggett. He enters this weekend with 14 goals in just 15 games, despite playing injured for most of the season.
And first day of preseason, I suffered a pretty bad ankle sprain, and that put me back a lot of steps. I'm just happy. I'm feeling more 100%. Probably this coming weekend will probably be the first weekend I'll feel 100%. So, I'm excited to personally get rolling maybe a little bit more, but I'm so happy with where, personally my season's been at and how it correlates with the team's success.
Zach was the 2018-2019 MASL Rookie of the Year, playing at that time with the St. Louis Ambush. That came after a successful college career at Trinity International University. But despite his quick success in the MASL, Reggett found the transition to the indoor game to be challenging.
The biggest thing for me was learning how to use the boards quickly. I think that's offensively and defensively, right? A lot of these teams, like if you can score a goal, it's great, but if you're also showing up on the defensive film session, that's probably not a good thing as a target. So it's more just learning the bounces and just learning the correct movements. If you can learn a couple of those basics, it just becomes so much smoother transition.
Reggett to the right side. Score! That's a hat trick.
The main thing is the boards, and for me, I'm not the fastest player, right? So I use the boards a lot in regards to passing and moves off the board. So I think I got the learning curve a lot quicker than others. But I mean, it was a headache for sure. I mean, if you're proactive about it and trying to learn, it's super stressful. But man, once it clicks, it's like that, So.
Whatever it might be, Zach is definitely in the zone now. He's one of the league's best. Last season, he shared the Golden Boot Award with Marco Fabian after tallying 35 goals. No question, he's loving the indoor game and playing in Kansas City, which he can't say enough about.
We're averaging, I think it's like 5,000 fans, and it's just a complete sports town. And for me, like, it's the dream. As a kid, you kind of feel like you kind of fulfilled your dream a little bit, right? You didn't dream about playing indoor, but now it's like, and with where our league is going, there's going to be kids that actually do probably dream to play indoor because of how successful the league is moving.
Zach has also represented his country, playing on the United States national futsal team. But right now, he's laser focused on helping the Comets win the ultimate prize after falling just short in the final last year.
That we're really working hard over here, and we're trying to get over that hump. Losing a final sucks, and we like to say we got a bunch of dogs over here, and we're just trying to manifest that as a group and take it day by day and stay healthy.
Zach Reggett.
Zach Reggett!
Okay, some huge trade news from last weekend. Frank Taiu, the league's all-time points leader, has been traded from St. Louis to Milwaukee in exchange for defender Robert Williamson and cash. a true blockbuster deal. And Moises Gonzalez, who just entered the MASL's 300-point club, has been dealt to the Chihuahua Savage. Talk about the rich getting richer. Gonzalez has put up 11 points so far this season. Wow. Okay, our Green Drop Players of the Week. In goal, Chris Toth from Tacoma. Defensively, it's Chad Vandergriff once again. And offensively, once again, Marco Fabian from the Empire Strikers. Let's start with Marco. Another incredible season. 7 points in 2 Strikers wins last week. 3 goals and 4 assists for Marco. Defender Chad Vandergriff picks up the award once again. He had 1 goal for KC in 2 wins, and more importantly, had 9 blocks for the boys in red. And in goal, Chris Toth, just a monster between the posts for Tacoma last week. 17 saves, 17 of them in 2 Stars wins, as they are pushing for a playoff berth. And of course, all throughout the MASL season, you can stay up to date on everything that's going down in the league by checking out its official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
When you play the Maryland Lottery, please play responsibly. That means remember to spend within your limits, never borrow money to play, and know your odds of winning. To get more tips, scan the QR code or visit mdlottery.com/playresponsibly. Must be 18 years or older to play.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
Welcome back to Baltimore. All Blast in that first half, Brad, and it's a 7-0 Blast lead, and scoring came from pretty much everywhere, Brad. Let's take a look at the first half highlights as, Blast controlled possession time, and they started putting the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's classic Juan Pereira, picking his head up, finding Diegas. Omar with a fantastic finish there.
Just a blistering shot there from Scylla, and how about this one from Enrique, Brad? Just crushed that.
Yeah, Enrique in a little toe poke, and Pacheco again cutting inside on his left, finishing past Silva. How about this one, Paul?
Best one of the half right here is Diegas just blisters it into the back of the net. And how about this absolute crusher, Brad, at the end of the half?
Yeah, Juan picking his head up, and Harrisburg was looking to maybe get something the last 30 seconds and had Silva way up, kind of 6 attacker mode, so to speak, and Juan finishes over his head.
So all adds up to a 7-0 Blast lead after one half of play. So the Heat definitely have their work cut out for them here in half number 2. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and MASL Arena on Twitter. Here we go. Third quarter underway. Silva will start things for Harrisburg. Da Silva plays for Harris. We are underway. Heat give it away. And it should be a 3-line violation on the Blast, and they finally do call it.
Yes. Scylla was hoping he was going to get away with one there for a second, but 3-line violation, so good opportunity here for Harrisburg.
So right off the bat, 15 seconds in, Heat get a chance. 2-man wall for the Blast. It's Harris and Da Silva. Harris down low, and Tavernisi puts it in the crowd. So we'll get a goalkeeper distribution for Rodriguez.
Paul, we'll see here in the second half what changes Coach Pat Healy has for his squad here. You would think they'd have to be a little more aggressive, a little more on the front foot, down 7-0, so we'll see what type of changes, if any, they make here in the second half.
Well, I mean, you have to pressure. Brad, as well as I do, the Blast, even in this arena, they will possession you to death. And, being down a goal or two is tough, but you can't score 7 at once. You got to get one and start to build the momentum.
Yeah, it's tough when you're playing a team like Baltimore who really likes to possess, really control the pace of play. So being down, to your point, being down a few is difficult. Being down 7, they're really going to have to kick it into gear.
Well, the other thing, too, is you got to remember, even if you don't come back in this game, part of this has to be, too, the fact they're going to play this weekend coming up. So you want to build something into that, right, if you're Harrisburg.
Absolutely. You definitely try to take some positives from every game, and even down 7, you'd like to see them play a bit better in the second half, scratch a few goals back out, and another unforced error there by Baltimore.
And 3-line violation again on the Blast. Bramuse was trying to go down the boards to Diegas. And Harrisburg once again will get opportunity from the yellow line. Harris will preside over this. Gambino on the right and Francis on the left. Ball knocked down in front. Francis can't get a foot on it. Good back heel. Thomas runs out. Last 3-on-2. Thomas shot. Oh, Silva with a huge save as he denies Thomas.
Really good save by Silva. Baltimore was looking for the rebound. Unfortunately, could not quite finish.
Silva now with 11 saves. Pereira steals. Thomas. Porch. Shoots it wide. Harrisburg in disarray right now. There was about 3 players open for the Blast on that last play. Rodriguez. All the way to midfield. Plays the boards. Diesel. Thomas now. Blast will reset. 12.5 left here in the third. Checo backs it out. Well, if you're David Bascom, you have to be pleased with the defensive performance because they're playing without their best defensive defender in Mateus Silva, and Harrisburg has yet to score.
Yeah, no Mateus, no Elton De Oliveira either. So looks like they called Rodriguez for a double touch, but I don't think it was.
It was not, and that means it'll be a kick in for the Blast, or a restart for the Blast. So Blast will retain possession. Pereira gets tripped by Harris, and Juan is slow to get up. He'll head to the bench. Bramuse steps on. Wellington down the wing. Has it taken away by Shearer, but he turns it over. Enrique plays it back for Diesel.
So that's a matter of just a little more experience with Welly there, Paul.
Enrique gets taken down by Da Silva.
He needs to know when he goes in the corner there, that double team is coming a little quicker, and to get rid of the ball just a tad bit sooner.
This ball bounces into the crowd, so we get a free kick for the Blast. Thompson down the boards. They try for Silla. That's broken up, but Omar gets it. Plays it back for Pacheco. Jesus comes all the way across field. Played up for Diegas. That's turned over. Anang still has it. Plays it. Cross. All the way through. Bramuse, good ball for Pacheco. Pacheco run off. Referee says play on. It's 3-on-2 now. Off the boards in front. That's kicked away by Thompson, and Harris puts it into the crowd.
Harrisburg got numbers up there. 3v2, just couldn't find the finish.
Take a look at the replay. This was the ball from Enrique. No call there. As you see.
Wow.
That's
interesting no call.
Francis with the right foot goes wide. Ball battled for in the corner. He come out with it. Shot blocked. Enrique 2-on-1. Plays far side Thomas. Thomas shoots and he scores. Jamie Thomas puts it home from Enrique, and it's 8-0 Blast.
Good two-man play there for the Blast. Enrique and Thomas, and Jamie finds that far corner and slots it home. 8-0 Baltimore.
Time to go 4:17. Thomas from Enrique, it's 8-0. Jamie Thomas scores goal number 8 of the season, and for Bruno Enrique, his 11th assist and his 49th career point, one away from 50.
As we talked about in the pregame, Paul, you know, Enrique had been struggling a little bit, especially on that West Coast trip. So, again, good to see him getting some points here today.
Banton turned and couldn't keep it on targets. Dangerous pass here, and Diegas steals it away. Ricardo tries to go crossfield, that's knocked away. Harris shoves Diegas into the boards, and that's called just a foul.
Pushing foul. Harrisburg number 77, Harris.
So one-man wall here, it's Pereira. In front, they kick it away from Diegas. Malcolm Harris steals, but Pereira runs them off. Rodriguez picks it up and distributes far side. Pacheco, Enrique lets it go through. Pacheco couldn't get around Harris. Nice defensive play by Malcolm. Kerstetter up ahead, but Thompson beats everyone to the ball. Porch gets pushed from behind by Kerstetter, and we get a free kick for the Blast.
That was a great dummy on the near boards here by Enrique. As Silva regains it for Harrisburg.
Back heel that time by Enrique, but just a bit too far up ahead. Silva, good ball. Shearer, Francis off the boards, that's parried away. Bramus, ball takes this strange bounce off the boards, and Harrisburg's able to corral. Silva now with under 10 to play in the third. Silva all the way up, and Rodriguez makes the save. Foul called here on the Blast as Silva went down. Kick for the Heat at midfield. Silva directs traffic and comes up into the play. Ball goes through. Harris, good drive, but that goes wide. Enrique gets pushed to the boards by Shearer, and foul's called. I'm imagining we'll see Silva up in the play a lot here in this second half. What do the Heat have to lose at this point, down 8-0, right?
Yeah, again, they're going to have to be a little more aggressive here in the second half, so would not be surprised to see him more up in the attack.
Diesel with some space. Now Bramus. Thomas on the run. Bramus shot just over the bar. That was well meant. Diesel tries to cut it back, but Anang steals. Silla takes it right back, and Rodriguez gathers it in. Plays it for himself. Diegas couldn't find Bramuse on the far side, and Harrisburg controls. Dos Santos, toe poke, that's kicked away by Porch. Nice job by Chad. If he doesn't get a foot on that, it's an advantage for Harrisburg, and he's caught. So by just getting that foot on it and deflecting it was huge.
Yeah, just that little toe poke there broke up the play and the momentum for Harrisburg.
Great ball for Shearer, but he kicks it over the glass. And we have a timeout in the field. We'll take one, too. Midway through the third, Blast in control, 8-0.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
Someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings. It's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
And welcome back to Baltimore Blast in control. They lead it 8-0 over the Harrisburg Heat. This is a back-to-back, so they'll play here today, and then next weekend they'll be back up in Harrisburg for a game up there with the Heats. Don't forget MASLsoccer.com, your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League, all the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. Of course, we had the MASL All-Star Game February 12th. Brad, what were your thoughts on that?
I absolutely loved the skills competition, Paul. I thought that was fantastic. You know, they had started it up with the goalie wars. I don't know if you remember old MLS, when MLS was introduced here in the States. They used to have goalie wars, which is great. So I thought that was a lot of fun. So I thoroughly enjoyed the skills competition.
Blasted a bind here as they play back into the corner. Heat taken away, Anagno plays it around the boards and the Blast clear. So Blast get out of that pickle and force Harrisburg to regroup. Shearer, Harris, Kerstetter. De Silva off the boards in front. Shot, goal, finally. Shearer puts it home. And Harrisburg is on the board.
Just a tenacious kind of episode there for Harrisburg. A couple bounces off the boards. Rodriguez just couldn't come up with a save, and Shearer puts it home for the Heat's first goal.
Take a look. Just ball off the boards in front. I think Harris got a piece of that forward. We'll see if they give the assist to Malcolm Harris or De Silva.
Yeah. Oh.
They're going to give it to Wright. Brett, I thought that hit Harris.
I did too. It looked like it came off his thigh and right onto Shearer's foot.
Now the Heat with some momentum. Foul called here.
Paul, I'd like to see the Blast calmed down a bit. It's been a little ragtag here in the third quarter compared to that first half. I'd like to see him settle down a little bit and knock the ball around.
Yeah, we have.
Great save.
What a save on the deflection, and Rodriguez punches that out as well from an A. Silla lost the handle. Rodriguez calmly kicks it off his line. Pacheco against the much bigger Dos Santos sweeps it away. And Francis drives it into the netting. Whoa, we saw that one coming, didn't we?
Yeah, again, Francis, another lefty, right? On his favorite left foot, just puts it over the bar.
Yeah, Brad, I agree. We haven't really seen much possession at all in this quarter. It's just been kind of back and forth.
Yeah, as we said, we knew Harrisburg was going to press a bit more, but I'd like to see a little more composure.
There's a goal. Oh, what a play by Pereira for Porch. So Chad gets it on the fun. There was pretty good composure right there, Brad.
It was, just as we say that. Great composure by Pereira. Sees Porch basically out of the back of his head there, and Porch finishes in the net.
Yeah, so Pereira tries to drag it through here and then kind of split both defenders for Porch. And how about this? Chad Porch scores. It's his his 15th goal of the season. He has scored a goal in 11 of 15 games for the Blast so far this year.
For a rookie season, he's been spectacular. Almost flying under the radar a bit as far as league-wide goes, but he's been great.
Francis shoots it wide. Pereira chips it away. And into the bench. We're going to kick in for Harrisburg.
Obviously, Chad Porch, well known for scoring the $1 million goal in the TSC tournament, so no stranger to scoring big goals.
Here's Young. Check that right. Nang can't get there. Pereira. Ball gets deflected and Pereira gets pushed. Foul called on the Heat, so we'll get a free kick for the Blast, and Juan Pereira will have to shake that off.
Juan Pereira, he's just battle tested, isn't he, Paul? I mean, he just takes a beating, keeps going, plays with injuries, he's just a great professional.
I'll tell you this, I'll let fans know, there's a lot of times where Juan's not 100%, and really it's a chore because of how injured he is to get on the field, and he'll still go out, tape up, and just go out and play.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, he is one tough customer.
He's battled injuries all this season. And just has done whatever he can to continue to play and help the team. So hats off to Juan for sure.
Diegas, Ramus. Can't pull the trigger. It's tripped up by Harris. Now called in. Ramus is slow to get up. And I think we're getting a card here. It's 4 fouls on Harris in 10 minutes.
Okay, so foul accumulation. Yeah, that's pretty early for a half here, Paul.
Let's go back on the power play. They're 1 for 1 today. Pereira's out there with Porch, Silla, Pacheco, and Rodriguez, and Diegas.
It's a great power play unit.
Pacheco. Pereira. Come on. Silva just takes 2 hands and shoves him in the back.
as he's jawing to the Blast bench as he shuffles back on defense.
Good touch to the near side. Silla. Pereira. Good rotation. Silla. They tried to go all the way through. Diego's let it go, and it never made it to Porch.
That's great one-touch passing by Baltimore there. Just little off on the finish there.
Foul called on Shearer, so free kick for the Blast. 1:12 left on the advantage. There's Silla. I always discuss this. What's more important, running 2 minutes when you're up by 8 goals or scoring? Ultimately, you'd like to run 2 minutes and score, right?
Absolutely.
Pacheco. That shot hits the Stamenkovic banner, and it'll be a goalkeeper distribution for Silva. 51 left in the advantage. Francis to Dos Santos. Adriano gets pushed off by Porch. Silla to the midfield. Good ball by Gamino. Pereira fakes and fools Francis. Blast still have it. 20 left. Still have some time. Now you want to score, right?
You do.
Silla. Oh, that was deflected.
It's a good block by Adriano.
Pereira goes down. He's fouled. Restart with a real good opportunity here in a real good spot with 10 left on the penalty.
Harrisburg was caught there on a bit of a bad line change, and De Silva was trying to get back. Baltimore had some numbers there.
All right, Pereira directs traffic. Porch, Pacheco couldn't pull the trigger. Silla will, and he'll...
Oh, and there's broken sign.
He'll drive it off the banner at the concourse and knock out that light. It's the Baltimore Blast now.
It is the Blatt.
Well, so, at least a portion of the S is gone. And the maintenance crew will be out here this week fixing that one, right? Final few seconds of the advantage, and it has expired. Teams at even strength, so Blast 1 of 2 on the power play today.
Good job by Harrisburg there, killing that penalty.
So Heat now will try to cut into the lead with 1:50 left in the third. Good ball from Anang. Harris, Dos Santos. Ramus steals. Thompson, great up ball off the boards. Ball goes by everyone. Silva with a good turn. Thompson heads it straight up. Thomas tries to settle, but Francis steals instead with 1:20 left. Ball goes all the way through everybody. That was amazing. Blast have it 2-on-2. Enrique cuts it back. Thomas. Silla now with 1 minute left in the quarter.
It's a good job by Jamie Thomas there again, not forcing the ball. They didn't have anything. Played it back and regained the possession.
Porch steps in. Francis chips, good ball there, but Rodriguez with a nice play.
Good look by Francis.
Ramus, good one-touch soccer as the Blast keep possession. A lot of skill shown there by the Blast. Good ball. Diesel, Thomas in front, over and through Enrique. Blast still have it with 20 left as Pereira looks up at the scoreboard. Bruno's pass gets knocked away. Ball goes all the way down the boards. Foul called on Enrique with 12.2 left in the quarter. Free kick Harrisburg. Few seconds left to work with here in the third. turnover. Pereira shoots, Silva the save.
Great save. What a poor turnover there. And, Hugo Silva bails him out with a great save.
And that'll do it for the quarter. Hugo Silva makes another huge save to keep the game 9-1. Blast in control after 3 quarters. Back with fourth quarter action after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the winning number drawn in the autographed soccer ball raffle. Tonight's winning number 225-3428. That number again, 225-3428. The winner can claim their prize immediately at the Blast Fan Club table. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, redirect your attention to the midfield area. They're the most beautiful, most talented girls in the NASL. Give it up for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders.
Bring back my girls. Bring back my girls. Bring back my girls. Bring back my. Bring back my girls. Bring back my girls. Get 'em back. Bring back my girls. Come on. Bring back my. Bring back my girls.
How about a nice round of applause for your Baltimore Blast cheerleaders? And Blast fans, the Baltimore Blast cheerleaders would like to wish a warm farewell to Katone as she returns to Japan. We will miss sharing the field with her. Congratulations, Katone. We hope you have a safe trip back to Japan.
There's one thing I want you to do for me.
What?
Come here.
What?
Win. Win.
What are we waiting for?
No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Campbell.
Uh-huh.
What kind of power you got?
Oh, man, you know I got some soul power.
This could be the greatest night of our lives.
We shut them down because we can.
They don't know your heart.
On this team, we fight for that itch.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's go.
All right, welcome back. Fourth quarter action here in Baltimore. Blast in control, 9-1. As we start things here in the fourth. Blast have won every quarter. They outscored Harrisburg 2-1 in that third quarter. But nice job by Harrisburg, Brad. They held the Blast to just 4 shots in that third.
Much better for Harrisburg. As I said, it was a bit sloppy, I thought, for Baltimore. But credit to Harrisburg.
Here's where it gets tough, though, because you know the Blast are going to look to kind of kick it around here in the fourth. Pereira holds. Checo on the far side. And, Brad, this is a game, again, where Diegas comes in because he's a guy that can hold things up for you up front and kind of allow you to do things. Here he is. Pereira gets taken down, no call.
2 players down. And Wright brings it out for Harrisburg.
Shearer inside. Harris gets tripped and foul called here. What are they going to do? That happened inside the box. What are they going to do? Top of the box? Top of the arc restart on the foul on Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, I think, is fortunate there. A bit reckless by him.
I think Harrisburg's may throw a challenge flag here. I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, now, every foul in the box isn't necessarily a penalty kick. That is true, but I thought that was a little reckless from Rodriguez from behind. But I don't see a flagpole.
No, Pat Healy did not throw his flag. I think he's actually talking to the officials, and he's kind of wants to know what their thinking was. Doesn't look like he's going to throw a flag.
So this was a Harrisburg timeout?
He called timeout.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
So Pat Healy calls timeout. Give me a chance to tell you about MASL Monday. Every Monday night on MASL TV and YouTube and CBS Sports Galazo Network, Alex Bastanovsky and Phil Levanko joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the hot topics of the league. And, of course, don't forget about Under Review. If you disagree with that call that just happened or any other call, you might see it on the MASL's most controversial show, Under Review, with Phil Levanko and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Chance for the Heat here, three-man wall for the Blast. Looks like it's De Silva and Harris. Harris plays it short, shot. It goes high by Tavernisi. Good restart there, but Tavernisi couldn't keep it on target.
Yeah, just a bit high. Coach Healy had a play drawn up during that timeout, so just unfortunate with the finish.
Silva chests it into the bench on the bounce, so it'll be a kick in for the Blast. Both teams will change personnel. Ramus. No, Brad, what do you think? You go sixth attacker here if you're Harrisburg?
I would imagine. I think they're just going to use Silva and push him up a bit more. 9-1. I guess it's how aggressive Coach Healy wants to be. But
I mean, we've seen teams here in Baltimore down big just play the whole fourth quarter with the sixth attacker.
Oh, absolutely.
So far, they'll play it straight up. Shearer near side. Thompson gets called for the foul.
As you see Hugo Silva pushing up now to midfield.
Silva does have a goal and 2 assists on the season, and I believe 11 career goals and 20 career assists. Enrique wins the battle along the boards. Porch comes out with it. Porch still has it, 3-on-1.
So quick with the ball.
Thomas in front. Ball still loose. And Harrisburg survives. And Chad is so fast to the midfield.
So quick. So quick. He has those long legs, those long strides. He's just gone.
I think the one that stood out to me, the goal in Utica, where he just took it in the midfield and turned the corner. And within 3 strides, he was like at the top of the box, and he just ripped it home.
He's very deceptively quick.
Here's a goal. De Silva puts it home. I believe a Nang will get assist on this goal. Kind of a broken play there, Brad. It's 9-2.
Yeah, I think Rodriguez is going to want that one back. I think he feels he should have made that save, but Mike Da Silva sneaks it through, and Harrisburg has two.
Yeah, it kind of got through Jamie Thomas, off of him a little bit. Heat get the goal. Da Silva picks up goal number 9 of the season. And Anang picks up assist number 3 on the year. So it's a 7-goal deficit. Checo cuts it back, Diegas. Jesus with some room. Pereira. Pacheco. Diesel came flying in. Betcher gives it away to Pereira. Betcher pushes Pereira in the back into the boards. And we'll get a free kick for the Blast.
I'd like to see the Blast start moving the ball a little quicker, Paul. Just seem to be holding on to the ball a little too long. I know you're up 7, but...
Here's Diegas. Turns, saves,
Great
rebound
save.
score. Oh. Ricardo Diegas with the hat trick.
Great initial save by Silva. Got the paw up there, and good determination by Diegas on the rebound.
Goal number 7 on the season for Diegas. I mean, he's probably not going to get the assist, but doesn't Rodriguez deserve one there as he played that ball all the way down to Diegas, who was right there for the goal. He gets it off of the first shot, so we'll wait and see if indeed Julian gets the assist or not.
But that's, as we were talking about earlier, Paul, goalkeeper good with his feet, good distribution.
Well, they will give Rodriguez the assist. So that's Julian's first assist of the year. Rodriguez down the boards. Silva has to come play it with his feet. No clear, 3 lines. There's really nothing you can do about that here. I mean, you have to be really good to drop it into the midfield.
Yeah.
Just so little real estate.
Very tight quarters in the midfield here, so free kick here for Blast.
Well, Pereira loses it. Francis on the counter, 3-on-2. Francis off the crossbar. Porch wins it. Good play up the boards. Pereira still has it somehow. Silla. Rodriguez, near side. Ball goes out of play. Did it hit anything first?
I believe it hit Pacheco.
So off of Jesus, kick in Harrisburg. Dos Santos. Ball gets deflected. Rodriguez clears. Pereira. Pacheco. Off the post, Villegas couldn't put it home. I think Ricardo was mad he didn't pass it to him.
Really unfortunate for Baltimore. I thought he was going to make the diagonal pass to Diegas as well, but just came off the post a little funny.
And Anang scores for Harrisburg to make it 10-3. Time to go 5:34. That's how things happen in this game, though. You miss an opportunity on one end, usually can lead to a goal on the other.
Yeah, and as we look at the replay here, it's sloppy defensive work there. Silla caught a couple yards off his mark, which didn't work. He can't do that. And it's an easy finish for Anang.
Hansen gets the assist, his third of the season. Enrique gets held. Free kick Blast. Thomas will preside on this. Thompson. Bramuse. Saved by Silva. Bramuse has been held off the scoreboard today. Here's Wright. Porch runs him off. Bramuse. Here he comes. Bramuse shoots. Oh! He hit the post, I think.
Very unlucky there. Made a great run. Didn't take the initial shot, took another touch, and just unfortunately hit off the far post.
You know, the one thing that stands out about this year's team is that David is just loaded up with guys that are fast and aggressive and fearless, basically. Not afraid to go to goal.
Yeah, we have guys that they're quick, like you said. They're not afraid to take you 1v1, which I think is a good departure from maybe the last few years. So
here's Caveira on the field for the first time. Loses the handle, gets called for the foul. Cairo had a goal in Tacoma. He has 3 goals on the season. So Coach Bascom rotating in some fresh legs here.
That's 3 lines.
3-line violation here. Good call, Brad. So, yellow line restart for the Blast with 7:59 left in the fourth. Pereira will preside here. Tries for Diegas down low. Couldn't quite connect. Blast regroup. Porch, Diegas. Back for Porch. Back heel to the corner. Silva clears. All the way through. And Blast will regather. Pacheco. Oh, and by the way, Melo and Pereiras not even playing today. They hope to have those 2 guys back soon. Time out on the floor. It'll be a goalkeeper distribution when we come back from the break. Blast in control, 10-3 over the Heat.
This is where Anne feels most comfortable. But when she started to feel uncomfortable, this is the MedStar Health Urgent Care team that stepped in and consulted with a specialist, then connected her to a leading cardiologist that diagnosed her blocked artery that could be unblocked with life-saving surgery that allowed Anne to heal more quickly, getting her back to where her heart belongs. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
And welcome back to Baltimore. Blast in control. They lead it by a score of 10-3. As we mentioned before, this is part of a home and home between the Blast and the Heat. Blast and Heat, I believe, have 3 more games. This one, another one, and then I think they play again after that as well.
Yes, I believe so.
Still this season. as we mentioned, a big month of March for the Blast. 9 games in the month of March. And 6 of them here at the Towson Arena. Blast came in today 6-0 at home. Well on their way to being 7-0 here in the 24-25 season. Silva to the near side. Stolen away. Diegas off the boards. Pereira back to Diegas. Mishits that.
What a fantastic pass by Pereira.
Not only that, I'm gonna say steal. Diegas still has it. Shoots. Silva the save. I think that Diegas missed that shot on purpose off the near board so that Pereira would get it up top.
Yeah, it was 2 really good plays by both of them.
And then Diegas misses.
And then he misses.
Diegas already with the hat trick today, looking for goal number 4. Silla deflection off to Santos. Well, sometimes things are just going your way.
I think Omar Silla will take it.
And he'll take a hat trick. And he has 9 goals this year. 2 hat tricks in the last 3 games.
Much more active offensively since he's been back from injury. Yeah, like you said, hat tricks in last few games. So really good to see that type of offensive production from one of your defenders.
Well, Omar Silla was close to not even being able to play again this year. But it worked out. Surgery worked out. Surgery went well.
Yeah.
He only missed a few weeks instead, and he's paying dividends for the Blast now.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that you can have surgery like that. And I saw him a few days after and even a week after, and you're like, how's he coming back so fast? And it was remarkable recovery.
And it was pretty remarkable, Brad, in the locker room. I want to say the last game here before the road trip, I mean, he didn't even have crutches or anything. He was like walking normally.
Yeah.
And then he started joking around like, you're going on the road trip with us? And he was back. And we see the first time Kelvin Mwape on the field for the Blast with Ospina. So Ever and Kelvin getting some run now, up 8 with under 7 to play. Blast coaches love Ever Ospina.
I was just going to say, Ospina, he's been a bright little spot for Baltimore. Little guy, but man, he's very technical, great skill, quick.
Plays much bigger than his size.
Yes.
He had to go in Tacoma. And Mwape, 2-touch on the Blast keeper. Rodriguez was arguing for a deflection.
Yeah, Spina was trying to wave off Rodriguez there, but he ends up touching it. There's a good free kick opportunity here for Harrisburg.
Harris here. Tavernese shot blocked. Comes over to the far side, Da Silva. Silva now crosses midfield. Harris drive, that's deflected by Tavernese. Ball played back, and it'll go wide. Silva has to chase. Harrisburg almost put it into their own net.
Yeah, as I stated earlier, Paul, this is what I thought Harrisburg would do, just kind of use Silva as a de facto 6th attacker as we get a little later into the game.
Here's Da Silva far side. Cuts it for Tavernese. Ball in front. Betcher can't play. Enrique in the corner. Perry steps in. Perry shoots it into the Stamenkovic.
Stamenkovic is getting a lot of work today.
A lot of play today.
He got a lot of play when he played.
That's right.
And he's getting a lot of play today.
All right, Blast will play it up ahead. There's Guevara. Diesel dumps it to the corner. Nico Williams on the field for the first time.
Paul, I love to see, I love that Coach Bascom's getting the young guys some playing time here, give us some experience.
And let me tell you something, if you want to do something well and earn some more playing time, right? Here's Guevara. Williams, call the foul on him as he takes Francis down. Francis is going to take a second to get up. That is the best rule they ever came up with this year. If you stay down and the trainer comes out, you have to stay off the field for 2 minutes.
Paul, absolutely amazing rule change.
I have never seen guys in my entire life. I've been covering this league for decades, and I've never seen guys get up as fast as I've seen that. Harris scores for Harrisburg. 11-4 with 4:13 left. I'm running out of page here.
I tell you what, Paul, as much as we know Coach Bascom,
he's not happy.
He's not happy. Yeah, you're up 7. He will not be happy defensively here in the second half.
I think, is that a Nag that will get that assist? If that's Ozzy, I think he's got three points today. It is.
Yeah, Ozzy and Nang with the assist.
Handball on Diegas. Free kick here for the Heat. Harris will trigger it in. Silva kicks it off the top of the glass. Goalkeeper distribution.
It's just been sloppy defensively, right, Paul? Second half, just a step slower, not really the same tempo, not on their marks as crisp as they should be. Which can happen when you have a big lead in a game, but as a coach, you don't want to see that.
I think Harrisburg has something to do with that as well. They changed their style a little bit. Diegas keeps it alive. Ramus. They definitely pressured more, which forced the Blast hand a little bit more and created some turnovers. Ramus swings it near side. Porch. Now Pacheco on the far side. It'll be interesting to see how the Heat play it next week, and whether they come out with that style from the beginning.
Historically, Baltimore struggles in Harrisburg at the Equine Center. It's a totally different animal, no pun intended, at the Equine Center. That field there, it's just, teams struggle there.
It's not easy. Here we go, 3-on-2. Ramus steps in.
Oh
no. Ramus is down. That was not good.
No. That was a non-contact. He took a little hitch in his step that you don't like to see. You don't like to see this, Paul.
And he is struggling with that right leg. He's definitely in some pain, no question about it.
Well, I'm more happy that trainer's looking at his ankle and not his knee.
He is not putting any weight on that right leg at all.
And what a bright spot Welly's been for Baltimore this year. Hate to see this.
He gets helped off. Looks like actually when he got to the Blast bench, he started to put a little bit of weight on it. Harrisburg is challenging. I don't know what they're challenging. We never got word. We just got word that they were challenging. There you see Bramuse go down.
Are they calling it? It was away from the play there, Paul?
I'm just looking to see here. Let's see, they wind it back.
Trying to, are they looking at when Diesel gets into it right outside the box?
Maybe. And then you see Bramuse, like...
Or that push at the end?
At the very end.
At the end by Diesel? I don't see anything that warranted a 2-minute penalty.
I'd like to see that Bramuse play again. See exactly where he goes down. Because he took a couple of steps. He runs soft share. The Blast does a nice job, by the way, getting out. Nothing there. Now let's watch Bramuse here. Oh, it looked like he just turned his ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. It looked like he turned his ankle, and then maybe where Diesel steps in at the end. But
I didn't see anything that warrants a blue card. But I've seen stranger things, Paul.
Yes, we have.
And no call, no blue card.
Well, that's what he was calling for. But the referees ruled there was no penalty, so the Heat lose their challenge flag, and they'll start with it, down by 7. Approaching 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Ospina with an air steal. Now the giveaway. Ospina, far side. And Wape. Pushed to the ground by De Silva. Ospina gets it right back. And if the referee doesn't start blowing the whistle, there's going to be a fight.
That's an obvious penalty right there. That's just frustration by Mike De Silva.
What, do you blame him? He was pretty much just did whatever he pleased for 2 minutes.
Yeah, you called it. You just said it 2 seconds ago. It looks like a descent yellow as well. Paul, you called it. You called it.
It's not hard to see. Blast back on the power play. What do you do here? You just run the 135 off, or do you make them pay for the physicality?
Well, I think you used this time to work your power play, right? This is just like you would work it in practice, right? You want to improve your power play, so you use this time to improve.
So De Silva gets 2, and then he gets 5 for descent. Ball through, Silva with another great save.
Great vision by Porch. Great ball.
Harris, double team, comes out with it. Down the wing. Pacheco digs it out. Blast have it. Last 40 seconds. Towson kicks it into the netting with 31.8 left. Let's go to 11, 4, and 1. Oh, this is a deflection, they say. Silla. Pacheco. Porch down low. 18 left. Thompson far side. Pacheco, Thompson. Off the boards in front, Diegas. Silla. Diegas, score. How about 4 for Ricardo Diegas? 12-4 Blast with 1.8 left.
As I said, Paul, you use that power play to continue to improve your power play. Doesn't matter what the score is. And Diego gets his, fourth goal today, right?
Fourth goal on the setup from Silla. Silla gets his 4th point of the game. Diegas with the 4 goals now has 135 career goals. And that's 8 goals on the season for Ricardo. Harris kicks it in and that'll do it. Blast break the 4-game losing streak and get themselves in the win column. Ramus on the field with a limp. That's a good sign.
At least he's walking on it. That's encouraging.
So we'll check on, see how Wellington, see how he's doing. The Blast easy winners here today, 12-4 over the Heat. Let's take a look at our save of the game. And, you know, Julian wasn't tested much today. But when he was, he made a couple of big saves. Well, instead, we'll see the Diegas goal instead, the best goal of the day. And this is the player of the game, actually. Diegas put 4 home for the Blast today.
Yeah, well deserved for Diegas. He deserves it.
Here's the last one. And now we'll take a look at the save of the game. Maybe. There we go. Right there. I think that was Shearer, right?
Yeah, that's a great reaction save by Rodriguez.
That was early in the game too. That was first quarter when it was a close game, and Julian played well again today in goal for the Blast. So Diegas with 4, Silla with 3 goals and an assist. Blast win at 12-4. They will be in Harrisburg on Saturday night at 7:05. And then 2 big ones back here in Baltimore on the 15th and the 16th against Utica City and St. Louis. That's going to do it from Baltimore. For Brad Crosley, I'm Paul Mittermeier saying so long. You've been watching MASL Soccer on MASL TV.